Hello everyone, my name is Nikita and I'm going to make a series of videos explaining how I play chess against Stockfish. That will be a bit unusual series. I'm going to explain the logic and the reason of each move that I make in my chess games using some analogies from the corporate or business world to make it more fun and engaging for everyone to watch, especially for children. I am a corporate leader with 15 years of experience in research and education. I'm relatively new to chess. I'm not a chess master, and I found it's very exciting to apply my previous knowledge in business and corporate world directly to the chessboard. And I'm developing the method to teach students how to use their common sense reasoning or using some analogies from their previous experience in the chess games. In this series of videos I'm going to play against Stockfish. This is the Lichess bot, and the first game that I'm going to play right now will be against Stockfish 1. My goal is to reach at least Stockfish 5. That will be a success for me. And let's see if I win the first game. So let's get started. Okay, I'm going to play e4 as my first move. The most traditional schools teach that you have to control the center, but not many schools explain why you have to control the center. And imagine that the army of white pieces is the company, and the company wants to run a business, and the business is about selling the lemonade. So the king here is actually the lemonade can, and another company who wants to sell the lemonade is playing black pieces, and this is the can with black lemonade. And the goal for my company and for my army to get rid of my opponent and to destroy this can with lemonade, if you will. And that will be my target. I want to sell my lemonade in the occupied street, so obviously I want to control the center of the street. If I control the center of the street, it means that I'm visible. If I'm visible, if my employees walk around the center, then my customers will obviously buy the lemonade from me, not from someone who is hiding somewhere far away or in the corner. That's the reason why it's important to control the center, and that's what I'm going to do now. My opponent plays very weird and strange move. Some chess schools say that it's very bad to develop your queen too early, to put the queen into the game, and the queen is the strongest piece. And if you make an analogy with business, this is my chief operating officer, so it can do pretty much anything related to operations. And if you just put your chief operating officer before you even actually arrive on the street to sell your lemonade, what the CEO is going to do here? He's threatening me, but I'm making laugh of him. So he's threatening my intern on e4, but I just protect my intern by my innovation officer, which is the knight. And next, I don't like this COO of my opponent company just hanging around my area, and I need to get rid of this person here. So I'm going to play with my another knight on g3, with this move I will get rid of the COO of another company and at the same time protect my intern. So that move does two jobs at the same time, so it's a good move. Okay, the heaviest piece doesn't want to hide far away, so it gives me opportunity to threaten it again and control the center of the street more. I'm going to ask my intern to go ahead and say that you shouldn't be here, move away. The strategy of another company is very weird. So another company just playing with COO, thinking that this person has all the jobs and other employees have nothing to do. So their bishops have no jobs, rooks, logistics team have no jobs. Ken is still staying here unprotected. My too, but it's temporarily. Okay, so I'm going to continue developing my pieces, and I'm going to put my bishop on d3 to get rid of the COO. But if I do it, then the COO can come and can eat my intern, can just ask him to leave the street. So that's probably not the best move. So if there are no immediate threats to my position, I don't really care what the COO is doing there. I'm just going to continue developing my light pieces like bishops, who represent, let's say, operations team, and let them just protect the center of the street. So I'm moving my pieces out. I'm obviously trying to protect my position, and I'm going to occupy the center, and I'm going to position myself the way that it's visible. So I'm going to play bishop on c3 to have double protection on my intern staying on d4. The innovation officer from my opponent team wants to capture the pawn on c2, which is now a weak pawn. So this is the weak intern, so that will be a fork on my rook and my king. This is obviously a threat, and I need to respond to the threat. If I need to respond to the threat, then somehow I need to protect this pawn, and now it's protected only by my queen, by my COO, but it's not enough. There are two attacks, queen attacks on c2 and knight attacks on c2. So the company which is competitor to me is threatening me that I'm going to get rid of your intern, you will have no employees left in your company, so you have to do something about it. And how can I protect it? I can just protect it with the rook for now. Which means I cannot castle other side. But that's okay. And since this person is still here, I'll politely ask him to leave. Okay. The innovation officer from a competitor company doesn't want to leave. So then, okay, I will use my brutal force and I'll ask my intern to hold his hand and to get out of the street. This is my territory. Then my intern's still here, so in this case I'll just ask my intern to obviously take another intern and go out. That's his job is done. He's still alive, which is very interesting. So Stockfish 1 does lots of mistakes. I shouldn't care much about this intern anymore, but instead I should care more about getting rid of the heavy piece, the chief operating officer of my opponent's company. If I get rid of this person from my competitor company, then that will be end of the game basically. So I'm going to threaten him with my innovation team. That's very strange move. So I'll ask my operation person to grab a hand of CEO of another company and just go and walk a little bit. So as you see here, my opponent's just given me pieces for free. Like in business language, it means that this company almost resigned. This company just leaving their employees alone and allowing me to position my company wherever I want, in the center of the street. So if this company is like firing its employees by its own, what can I do? I just accept it because it's favorable to me. So once I get the material advantage, meaning that I now have COO of my opponent company left and completely gone innovation team, then I can trade everything else. I can just ask other employees to leave, and I can occupy the rest of the board, the rest of their business territory. One more intern goes, logistic team goes. I don't care much about my innovation team. I just take operations team of my opponent's company out. I just take logistics team for free, and then basically there is all people left, like all people resigned, all people gone. There is definitely a crisis in the company. Only a bunch of interns and part of the operations team still here, but there is a crisis because everyone else resigned. That's okay for me, not okay for them. So now it's what left for me is just to come and destroy this can with lemonade, and then I can bring my can to the center or do whatever I want. Okay, so I'll just block the lemonade can like this, so it cannot go anywhere, and bring my COO the way that it goes and grabs the lemonade from my opponent. That's the end of the game. So that was just Stockfish 1. Very weak competitor, but I hope that my explanation somehow gives the reason for some of my moves. So if imagine that we are in business and we want to sell lemonade, obviously I want to position my company in the center of the territory, of the street. If I do it, then I have lots of opportunities. I can apply pressure on my competitors. I can sell lemonade to my customers. I can do whatever I want. So the center of the street, the four squares in the center, d4, d5, e4, e5 are very important. Like in business, if you're in the middle of the game, then you are visible, and then you have all advantages. So that was Stockfish 1. Thank you very much.